is a pleasure to be with you guys today to do this reading. As always, I did a reading to see what to do a reading about, and Spirit wants to talk to you about a wish that is being granted for you. And I don't think I'm going to put a timing on it in the beginning, because I was going to say within the next 30 days, but I did notice some things that came out as I was pulling cards for each one of these decks. So I'm going to leave the timings open for the readings themselves. And if a timing does not come through, then I will pull some cards to find out when this wish will be granted. But that is the message for today. What wish is being granted for you? I have 3 piles down here, and as I said, I've already pulled all the cards. Okay, on pile 1 is what I'm going to call a mountain of amethyst. It's a really pretty rough cut amethyst. On pile 2 is a green Jasper heart. And on pile 3 is a star, and I believe we figured out it's a flower agate. But if you know for certain what this stone is, please put that down in the comments below. So make your decision about which one of these piles you think has the answers to that question for you. What wish is being granted for you? Click on the timestamp in the description box below, and that will take you directly to that part in the reading. Just real quickly, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll see you at your reading. So I do want to talk to my audience about these cards that I'm going to be using today. This is Miss Cleo's Tarot Power Deck. And for those of you who do not live in the United States, you may not know who Miss Cleo was. Or if you're a little younger, but you may not know who Miss Cleo was. But she was, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, a TV personality, I guess is what you would call her. She did infomercials for, I think it was the Psychic Readers Network. I'm not real sure about that. Anyway, there is a documentary. It came out in December of 2022 about Miss Cleo and her journey. And I think that what that came out in that documentary was she was a bit of a fall guy for the Psychic Network. She was indicted, but actually the whole network was indicted for scamming people, basically. And the charges were dropped against her because it came out that she was really just doing what those people asked her to do. They wanted her to create this character. She was an actor. She created the character. She made no money off of this stuff, but she made them a lot of money. So her name was dropped from the lawsuit. And I feel like that's a lot of what people don't know, is that she was, she was a complicated person. And yes, she did do this, but there was more to it than that. I do feel like that she did want to help people. I feel like she had a gift of wisdom, like she was maybe just a wise person, and maybe the way she went about trying to help people was not the best, did not have the best of intentions. But I am still, regardless of all that, I'm very fascinated with Miss Cleo. I think she was a great character. I think she was a warm person, and I think she really genuinely wanted to help people. And even as convoluted as that whole story was, I'm going to use these cards today anyway. I don't know why. I just feel compelled to do it. I felt compelled to buy the cards. One reason is I went to a 1990s party not too long ago, and I dressed up as Miss Cleo. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with her. I just loved her. I loved her. Anyway, so we all have a story, don't we? Anyway, so that's why I'm using these cards today. Please put down in the comments below if you have thoughts about that, if you feel like they should not be used at all because of the backstory for them, or if you, like me, feel like they deserve their due for the sake of Miss Cleo, who has crossed over, by the way. I think she died at the age of pretty early age. I think she was like 53 years old when she died of cancer. So that's sad in and of itself. But I feel like there's more to the story. I do want to watch that documentary so I can find out what her true story is. But anyway, that's the story about these cards, and I will be using them today. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 1, these are going to be your messages for what wish is being granted for you. Pile 1 did have that beautiful amethyst on it, rough cut amethyst. All All right, so for my pile ones, let's get these cards out here. We got the Five of Staffs, the Three of Cups, and the High Priestess card. Staffs would be wands in the traditional deck. And these Miss Cleo cards do have an Egyptian theme to them. I don't know why they chose that, but they did. With the Gregory Scott Tarot, you got the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Judgment card. With the Druid Craft Tarot, you got the Feralt, which is the Temperance in the regular Universal Weight Tarot. You got the World, and you've got the Four of Wands here. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. You do have quite a bit of major arcana here. The major arcana is Judgment, the Feralt, the World, and the High Priestess. So what wish is being granted for you? I'm going to, I think I'm going to save these for maybe additional messages. I don't feel like they really belong in the initial message, but we'll see what additional things they have to add later. So you're definitely overcoming some situation here that has been difficult. Five of Staffs, Five of Wands is some conflict. It can be internal conflict. You got the Nine of Swords here, which also talks about anxiety, or, you know, how you stay up late at night and play things over and over and over again. I think there's some mental thing going on here where you feel like you have been in a position let's just say of judgment among your friends. Let's say that. And I don't, you know, the cards do have traditional meanings, and I usually read them very traditionally, but if I'm feeling a different message, I will go with that different message. And this is one of those times where I'm really feeling a different message, and I do wonder if it was why I was led to use this Miss Cleo deck today, because I really feel like almost in pile one, you have the same situation going on here. Like you are being judged by people for your beliefs, and I do feel like it's spiritual beliefs, and it has been causing you some anxiety. You've really been worrying about it. Again, the Five of Staffs, internal conflict, or it can be conflict with other people too, and I kind of feel that as well. I feel like not only are they judging you, they're not just silently judging you, there's kind of been doing it out loud. They've kind of been saying things to you about what you believe and how you conduct yourself in your spiritual life, or yeah, that kind of thing. It's really been worrying you. It's also been very unfair. I'm going to say that too. And you've had a little bit of problem keeping the equilibrium and trying to keep the balance in this particular situation. Because you don't really know. It's like, what is this all about? I don't even understand what this is all about. All I'm trying to do is to follow the spiritual path that I feel is right for me. And I'm getting all this flack about it. So your wish, I believe, is for people to accept you for who you are and what you believe. And that is coming to you. And not only are people accepting you for what you believe, they're also celebrating you and coming around to some of the way you think. And I think it has to do with like shifts in the universe right now and shifts in our world. And you know, there's been a lot of talk on all of the channels, all the astrology channels, and the, you know, the mediums are all talking about this new age that we're coming into. Like the last 3 years has kind of been protecting us for a new world that with different views. And I feel like you guys are on the cutting edge of that. Most importantly, I feel like you are coming into a peace about your own spiritual beliefs, what you believe, and how you share that with the world. And also, the world is coming to be more in line with what it is that you believe. I think that there's a healing here, and it helps you to not only heal your own heart, but also to help to heal the world. Okay, so here's what I feel like the wish is mostly about. It's about, this journey has been lonely for you. This spiritual journey has been lonely. And I feel like you want to be among people, and you want to be able to celebrate with your friends and your family and get together and share ideas, and it not be complicated and it not be difficult. You don't want to be on the outside anymore. So I do feel like this also has to do with finding your tribe, in addition to your ideas being more accepted and people coming around more to your ideas, and they're, at the very least, they are no longer berating for you, because you're really finding some peace in that. And not only finding peace in your beliefs and how other people view your beliefs, but also finding your soul tribe at the same time. So I think that's the wish that's being granted for you, for sure. Okay, let's see what else we got. So maybe that's actually a couple of wishes. So you got, for the crystal area, you got precious opal, envision the future. For the Sedona oracle, you got sugar loaf, allow love. No way. This is amazing. For the sacred traveler, you got staying focused, hold the course, and in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. So the reason I say no way on this is because when I was shuffling, these came out early on, and I really felt like I only wanted one of these. So I put them back in. And I asked, how many should I get? And it came out 2. I said, oh, okay. And these came out again. So that is definitely a very interesting message for you guys. Synchronicities. It's all true. All right. With the tea leaf tarot, you got clubs. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. And spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. Yeah. These people have not been kind to you for whatever reason. And whoever these people are, I don't know if it's family. I don't know if it's friends. I don't know if it's just strangers, because, if you have kind of off the wall ideas about things and spiritual ideas, they're not always accepted, because traditional religions are always easier to take for most people. But that's just because they've been around for a long time. If you've really looked at them and really analyzed them, some of them are very bizarre, even though they're widely accepted now. So I think this has been rough for you. I think like you've definitely been beat down over it in the past. It has hurt your heart space for sure, over how these people have treated you and how you've had to do it alone and walk this path alone. But this is just validation here from Spirit that, yes, they see that it has been tough. They know that. It's been really, really hard on you, but they're saying, hold the course, because you're getting ready to come into a place where everything is flowing, everything is smooth sailing, and it's not only that way for you, it is that way for other people. And there's also definitely that message of allowing love. Open your heart back up again to people. Although it may be hard, your soul tribe is coming in. They're going to love you. They're going to support you. Everything is going to be fine. And with this envision the future thing, I think that's actually a message of, and I said this to somebody the other day, be the change you want to see in the world. Envision a future where your spiritual beliefs, even if other people do not necessarily take them on as their own. They at least accept them and accept you for having these beliefs, and respect your values and what you think and what you believe. You're a very spiritual person, that is for sure. You're very intuitive, and I think that intuition has sometimes hurt you when we talk about other people and the heartache. You can feel how they feel about you. You can feel when they are dismissing you or disrespecting you for what you believe. So you've been able to feel that at a heart level. Your spiritual gifts are actually not only very important, I think you're actually going to be discovering some new ones too. So this is really, the wish that is granted for you is just a really opening up of your spiritual life in a out loud kind of way, in that you can live that way out loud. People are going to accept you, and as you live that way out loud, then your soul tribe is attracted to you. You'll be sharing ideas with other people. You'll be celebrating your beliefs with other people. You are also, this cycle of doing this alone is ending, and a new cycle is beginning where your beliefs are actually opening the world up to you. All right, that's all I have for pile 1. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 2 with the green Jasper heart, these are going to be your messages, and we will find out what wish is being granted for you. We'll hold off on the oracle for a bit and talk about the tarot first, and then see what additional messages are coming through with the oracle cards. So pile 2 did just get 2 of the Miss Cleo tarot. You got the 7 of coins, and you have the 4 of coins. Okay. With the Gregory Scott Tarot, you got the King of Cups. Oh, wow. The 6 of Wands, a victory, and the Page of Pentacles. A lot of money happening in this reading. Lots of money messages. Okay, so with the Druidcraft Tarot, you got the Prince of Cups, more young energy. The Prince of Pentacles, more young energy. Wait a minute. No, that's the Knight. So you got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, King of Cups, and you got the 8 of Pentacles. Again, this is a money reading. Definitely. All right. The wish that's being granted for you, pages are always bringing things into your life. So you do have this message of something is being offered to you on the material, in the material realm. It's a new job. It's a promotion. It's a leg up on, actually I think it's a leg up on a project that you've been working toward, because you got this 7 of coins here, which talks about something you've been working at real hard. You give it a rest. It's a time to give it a rest, to decide if you want to go back to it or not. You got the 8 of Pentacles, which talks about a lot of times a project that you're working on, apprenticeship, like something that you've wanted to bring out into the world as a job, or it's a hobby that you have, that you love it so much, you're working at that, but because you're just so into the work, you don't even notice the pentacles are stacking up. The 4 of coins talks about stability, financial stability. So the wish that is being granted to you is financial stability in this thing, this project or whatever, this job, this profession that you love. There is a victory here that indicates you might have to apply for something. So in that case, it could be a job. It could also be a loan from the bank, for a small business loan, because I am feeling jobs actually that are being offered to you, but I'm also feeling business opportunities that you're creating for yourself, something that you've been working on, you know, like in secret, you've been working on this project and it hasn't really panned out yet. You've just been working hard on it. You're not seeing any rewards from it. You're getting ready to get some help to stabilize so that you can continue to work on this project. This Four of Coins, that's not growing. That is not growing, but it is enough to sustain yourself. It's having enough. And I feel like that is a victory for you guys, because in this process, this little boy, he's so poor, he's like stealing this bread here. In this, where you've been or where you're coming from is a place of not having enough. I'm reminded of when I was freelancing. It was, you know, touch and go. I mean, freelancing's like this. The money's good, the money's bad. The money's good, the money's bad. It's hard to stabilize really as a freelancer, or it was for me. It's not, I'm sure it's not for everybody, but it was for me. This is a stabilizing force in your actual finances. So why do we have these cups over here? You got the Prince of Cups and you have the King of Cups. The Prince of Cups talks about again, nights are always, this is like the nights, right? And nights are always bringing stuff into our lives. This has something to do with something that's coming in a relationship or on the emotional plane. Since you have the King of Cups here, which is a person who is really good at the relationships, has mastered relationships and emotions and feelings. I feel like this is your benefactor. This King of Cups energy, that doesn't mean it's actually a King of Cups, which would be a Cancer card or an older gentleman who is good with the relationships, although it could be. It's the energy of a benefactor or a father figure, actually. Someone who's very kind, someone that's older than you and very kind and very benevolent and wants to help you with this situation. So I think for some of you, that's where that money comes from. It comes from an actual person who loves you and supports you and wants to help you in this process. Okay, let's pull the Oracle and see where we're at here. You got Cathedral Rock, Strength and Beauty, and Yucca, Beauty Elevates. So I do remember when I pulled these out, because on these I didn't want to get two. I really just wanted to get one. And the reason I kept them, because they're both these messages are about beauty. Beauty elevates. This is the number 10. Strength and beauty, the number 11. So 10 and 11. That's the reason I kept them. And what my initial thought was when I saw those is I was reminded of urban decay and how people come along with whenever, you know, there's an urban area and it gets really bad and the buildings start to deteriorate and the communities start to deteriorate, and you know, sometimes there'll be even like spray paint all over the buildings and stuff, and then somebody comes along, some artist comes along and paints a beautiful mural over that spray paint, paints a beautiful mural over the decay, and it changes that space from a space of rot and negativity to a place of beauty. And that is kind of what leveling up is, I guess you would say. into a higher vibration. When they come along and do that and paint that, it raises the vibration of that location. So that's what I thought about when I saw those two together. And we'll hold on just a minute and see how they come into play. Come to calm, so to light. With the sacred traveler, you got cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. And desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. All right. With the tea leaf fortune cards, you have older man. Dealing's a relationship with an older man. I think that's the father figure that's going to be helping you out, some of you out in this situation. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. That's the same pretty much message as this desert passage. And then tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Okay, so what was I saying about this energy of the Four of Coins? It's not getting rich. It's stabilizing. Okay, so here's what I'm feeling. I think this purifying waters and cleansing space actually goes down with this beautifying thing. For some of you, I feel like this wish, this project that you're working on has something to do with that, with art, or with taking something that's kind of rotted and making it better, beautifying it, and selling that idea that this is going to be so much better because it is going to elevate this place, or could be a place. That's a good thought. It could be a place. Like if you have run across some property that's very run down, you wanted to fix it up for some other purpose. It could be something like that. Doesn't have to be. It could be, let's see what else would have this kind of energy about it, because we're reading energies, right? You're purifying a place to bring it back, to make it more vibrant. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, it takes something that's decayed and makes it better. Okay, so if it's not a property, maybe it is a restaurant that you want to be a chef. You found this restaurant. It is in bad shape. If it is ever going to be a workable project, there's going to have to be a lot of work put into it. But you have the love to pour into it. You have the idea. You know how to make it work. I'm going to see if I can find another example of that right there. It's not connected to a location. Okay, quite frankly, all of the ideas that I can think of are related to locations. Like I was thinking even a hospital, like a hospital that's run down, and you want to like, let's just say this community that you live in does not have medical resources. You find this facility that would work for some kind of a doctor's office or a clinic or something like that. But it's going to require some work for you to get that facility up and running and ready to help people. Whatever it is, I'm feeling that it's something tangible. And I feel like it has to do with the location. It's some property that you want to take and turn it into something else and beautify it. Maybe it is a community, a street, a neighborhood, whatever. You're making it better through your vision. Okay. It's not going to be easy. There's no doubt about that. It hasn't been easy already. That's very clear. It's still not going to be easy. You still have some hurdles. Major challenge to overcome. Desert passage. Trust there's the divine plan. Okay? As you're going through the desert and you're trying to figure this thing out and how you can get it off the ground and make it work, trust in your vision and what you see for the future, for this thing that you have. You see it. You see how it could be so much better. It's not going to happen overnight. Slow and steady wins the race. But what you are getting is the resources that you need, the financial resources that you need to do this thing. And you're actually getting some support from an older gentleman. Now, this support for some of you, I'm so getting daddy energy here, that for some of you, it can be connected to the financial support. For some of you, it might not be. It might be an actual older gentleman that's going to help you with this vision that you have. And it's not necessarily through money. But here's the thing that's the most important. Come to calm, stay centered. Make sure that as you're going through this process, you're doing what you need to do to stay calm. Cleansing waters, go out and swim or get in the ocean. This has got a water element to it here too. That's about meditation. That's about keeping your equilibrium. That's water energy, right? You need to keep your equilibrium as you're going through this process. It will work. You do get the help that you need. That is the wish that's being granted for you guys. I'm going to ask a win. I do not see a win here. When is this coming in? When is this help coming in for pile 2? When is the help coming in for pile 2? This is interesting as a message. I'm thinking 4 to 6 weeks, but here's also what I'm getting in with this message here. I feel it comes after a vacation. After you take a break from the problems, maybe you take a short weekend off from this. This 7 of Coins also talks about that, taking a break from it, giving it a rest. When you come back to it is when things start moving forward. Again, 4 to 6 weeks. There's still problems 4 to 6 weeks from now, but you are moving forward with whatever this is that you're trying to build. All right, that's all I have for pile 2. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 3, these are going to be your messages for what wish is being granted for you. Pile 3 did have that beautiful star-shaped flower agate on it. I love, love, love this stone. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see what we have with the cards today. From the Miss Cleo Power Tarot deck, got 4 of them. Got the Page of Staffs, so that would be Page of Wands. The 9 of Coins. The Ace of Coins. And the Strength card. Leo energy. For the Gregory Scott Tarot, you got the King of Wands. Leo energy. No, that's Aries energy. Got some serious wands going on here. The 7 of Wands. And the 6 of Swords. And with the Druidcraft Tarot, let's see what you got. Got the King of Pentacles. Got 2 kings. The 8 of Wands. 7 and 8 of Wands. I kind of don't know how to do this. Let's see. I want all this wand stuff down here about stuff. And the Hanged Man. Okay. That's a dichotomy. So the wish, you got 2 kings here. You got the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands talks about, it's almost that emperor energy. It is entrepreneurship. It is very masculine energy. It is very active energy, kind of establishing yourself out in the world thing. And then the King of Pentacles talks about money as well. It's like being very high in finances. It's definitely, I'm definitely getting a new job or a new promotion. The 9 of Coins talks about a lot of money. Okay, King of Pentacles or King of Wands, high status, in business, right? boss energy. King of Pentacles, high status and money. Definitely moving up, leveling up in your career for sure. So there's definitely new opportunities coming in here. You got the Eight of Wands, you got the Page of Wands. Pages are offering things to you, right? Almost like the Ace of Coins, which is offering something to you. Page of Wands is like exciting news that's coming in, or unexpected news that's coming in about some offer that's happening. This is more creative, more adventure or venture, more travel related, more something like that, as opposed to this Ace of Coins, which is more offering something to you in the way of a job or a promotion or something. So I'm feeling a lot of energy, a lot of creativity, a lot of movement in all these wands over here. Like you're getting opportunities to travel with your job, or to do something a little more adventurous. You got a couple of cards that kind of indicates this has been a long time coming for you guys, because you got the Hangman, which talks about stagnant energy. You got the Strength card, which talks about having to persevere through a situation that has not been easy, using your tact and diplomacy. This is feminine strength, right? So not sheer force like masculine strength, but using tact and diplomacy to work your way through this situation, which makes me feel like it's definitely a job situation. The Six of Swords talks about moving on to brighter days after. So a little bit of struggle, a little bit of turmoil. There's still some demons that are coming with you on this respite that you're getting ready to go into here. But you are moving forward again. You're moving forward in the direction that you wanted to go. This is wish fulfillment. That Nine of Coins is wish fulfillment. So you're getting your wish, whatever that wish is to you, as it relates to leveling up in the career. Did you want to travel for work, or did you want to be a travel writer, or did you want to work in the hospitality industry? That's for some of you. For some of you, it's not related to that at all. It's whatever. It's really boss energy, the promotion that you wanted, to the highest level, to the CEO levels. That's what we're talking about here. So let's see what oracles. This one just stared me in the face. This is the Sedona oracle. It's blank, unexpected, unknown. Okay. With the Sacred Traveler, you got view from above, get the big picture, and unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. That is interesting with that one. With the Crystallary, you got obsidian, sharp, and shadows. Wow. So the obsidian does absorb negativity. So there's something going on here. And even though this is really good, that's what this is all about, probably. The dark and shadows there. With the tea leaf, you got wishbone. A wish is granted. So I think that goes here. That is definitely wish fulfillment. And it's definitely this offer that's coming into you. It starts a whole new life for you, I guess. Or it starts your life in a different direction. Career, definitely was feeling that this is a career move. It's a career reading. Money path, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay. This is interesting. Get the big picture. Okay. That's the wish. This money path, this big promotion, this big job, this big thing, you are finding that path toward your wealth. You got this path here that says, and this unknown here that says you've kind of been shooting in the dark with this thing. It's been a mountain. It's been like climbing a mountain, and you've had to rely on your inner strength to get through it. But you're going to look at this from a bigger picture and realize that you're exactly where you need to be. But it comes to you unexpectedly. You kind of don't even think that you're where you need to be, or that this thing is going to happen. This big promotion that you want is going to happen. This is unexpected for you. This is a wish that's going to be granted. It's definitely something that you've wanted, but I think you let it go for a while because it wasn't happening, and it's coming back around. For some of you, I think that it hasn't happened because there's been some forces working against you, but you have managed to cut those away, cut those clear. They're gone. You are moving on to brighter days. That energy is over. You are taking there's still some problems to be worked through, but you are cutting the cord on that stuff that was weighing you down and was preventing you even from getting this thing that you wanted. It's full steam ahead. It's forward movement on this thing. Big time. I'm going to get a win. I'm going to see if I can find out when this wish is being granted for you guys. I don't get an indication in these cards. So let's see if we can find out when this wish is coming to you, this money path, this big career move is coming. When is this happening for pile threes? Three, 4, 5. Three to 5 months. I don't feel 3 to 5 months. I feel 3 to 5 weeks. But I'm also feeling March, April, May. I feel like it's this spring, or 3 to 5 weeks from whenever you are watching this. I'm really not feeling the months. I feel like it's way more imminent than that. There's so much energy around it, and it's so in your face. Your wish is being granted. That 9 of coins, that Ace of coins, here it is. Here it is. And it's unexpected. You don't even know that you're on the path for this. You may even be on, you think, a different path, but you're not. This is a surprise. This is going to be a surprise for you guys. It's big, though. That is definitely bossing up energy and definitely leveling up big time in your career. All right, that's all I have for pile threes. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care.